I'm good, real good. Really good, tough, hard-fought win. Really went about exactly as we had hoped, obviously, to win, but really with so much respect for Iowa State, how they play, the culture that they have, and the belief that they still play with, the efficiency that they play with, particularly on defense. We knew that our offense was going to have to play really efficiently and patiently, being tough, physical, disciplined, capitalized situationally. Again, I thought we won the rushing total, we won the turnover margin, we were more efficient, on third and fourth downs. There's plenty of mistakes on both sides of the ball, but our kicking game again was a real weapon for us. Zach Schmidt has been just an assassin, as I've said before. The guy doesn't flinch. To me, he could be an MVP candidate, here after is that 8 games? Is that 8?
Yeah.
Yes. So, but Michael Turk had, again, his first career touchdown pass, and the 2 60 and 61-yard punts in the fourth quarter were just enormous. They turned right into 2 turnovers for the defense. Again, Iowa State rushed for 2.4 a carry, and we rushed just for under 4 yards. I think the second best rushing total that they've given up all year, 182 rushing yards. Again, really just loved our mindset. Had an attack mindset all day, had three interceptions. Danny Stutzman with his first career interception, puts us in a position to go score. Just fantastic. Deshaun White had a career high 14 tackles. Woody makes that huge stop there on fourth down. Had another PBU or an interception and had 8 tackles. Thought our guys up front were disruptive. We played downhill and physical. Our positioning was really pretty good. But really, as we look at, we had too many drops on offense, and then on defense, just felt that we allowed them to stay in the game. I thought that we made some things way too easy for Iowa State. With all respect to Iowa State, I think they do a terrific job. But just incredibly proud of our guys. And again, we have our focus right now is about finish what you started. I don't fear a whole lot, but I fear not finishing what I started. And this has been the mantra of this team. The leadership has been incredible. Sometimes they can be really good even through loss. That happens too. But love the mindset, the attitude, the love for one another that these guys have. It's I've been saying it for a long time, and I don't feel like I make stuff up. I'm just calling it how I see it and what my eyes tell me. And these guys have been improving. That's what I love. I saw just incremental improvement. I loved how we played up front again. For the most part, I thought we were really good, and just really, really thankful for both the players and the coaches. Thought we put together a good game plan, and again, coming on the road again, playing at 11 a.m. again. Great job by everyone. And then again, we know what's sitting in front of us. We've got 2 more games at the Palace with Baylor and Oklahoma State, and but we're going to celebrate this, get the mistakes corrected first thing on Monday, and try to see if we can get a little better and go 1-0 next week.
Bob used to go for it on fourth down, on fake kicks and stuff. You got a reputation as a riverboat gambler. Does it feel like a gamble sometimes when you've got that much confidence in your kicker to be able to execute that play?
It doesn't feel like a gamble. Obviously, these are very calculated decisions based on lots of film study and looking at what the opportunities either are or aren't there. It's like with anything. There's an opportunity to get out of it if you need to. And just the execution was terrific. I think one of the best plays you can make in a situation where you have a fake alert on is getting out of it, which we've done this year. And so, but well executed. Again, we said all week, in order to win this game, you got to play well. You don't have to play perfect, but you got to play well. And sometimes that just means that you got to play complementary football. When there's opportunities there, you you got to have the execution. It's got to be effort with execution, right? Effort with technique. Can't just be, oh, I'm charged up, ready to play and compete. You got to have some precision and some timing and some technique that goes along with it. And I'm just super proud of the coaches and the players, that were a part of that.
Brent, can you talk a little bit about the run game, how you guys were able to really grind things out on the ground, and then also Eric Gray hurt in the third quarter, really looked bad, he's back, finishes the game. Talk a little bit about Eric's game and maybe just the injury progress that he went through.
Yeah, again, Eric's been incredibly tough all year. Loves to compete. He's the same guy every single day, every single play. It doesn't matter what drill, what just happened. He responds. He's mature beyond his years. Loves his teammates. Very selfless guy. Don't know any where any injury where that is right now, but he had a big smile on his face a few minutes ago. And but offensive line and the backs are just, and Dylan's a part of that too, with fakes, or he kept a couple early as well. He's just efficient and physical and moving people and putting hats on people. Excellent job. Even with our our sniffers or receivers, we use them a little bit to gain an extra hat. And just thought that Jeff and Bill and DeMarco, those guys did a great job at some of the schemes that those are really good plays. Those 3, 4, 5 yard runs, those are great plays. Again, moving the ball, creating field position, using the clock, and again, there's nothing wrong with every once in a while punting, and playing that game as well. So just again, that's the efficiency that I'm talking about, and then ready to capitalize situationally when it's there. And I thought we were able to do that, in all three phases, of our team.
Brent, today, did you win the physicality battle? I mean, it looked like you did. You just talked about getting 4 or 5 yards when you needed it with your receivers and everything else. Your defense too. White had a good game. Are you happy with your physicality today?
Yeah, no doubt. Aggressiveness, physicality, and toughness. You got to have that. Those things travel well. And our guys brought it, and again, had the right mindset. Starts with having just a, mindset of a champion. Doesn't mean you're a champion. Just means this is what it takes. And if you don't have it right in the mind first and foremost, you're not going to achieve that. So the guys have had the right mindset, and again, we're getting better. That's what I would say. And you get better, you grow confidence, and you have a little bit of edge and swag through the work that you're doing. By doing the hard over and over and over and over and over, doing the little things over and over and over, making him run all the way off the field in practice, making him run back if he doesn't do it, not looking the other way with the little things. It's always about the little things. And, so through all this, where some people might say, well, whatever you're doing isn't working, that's one way to look at it, or you're faithful to your processes and how you be successful at anything. Something that doesn't have anything to do with quote unquote football. It's just life. Life lessons of being faithful to the little things, and that's what our guys have done. And so the improvement comes from how we've been practicing and being more and more sure of ourselves. Guys just getting better, more sure of themselves.
Devontae today, is he okay?
Yeah, he had a slight hammy, pulled late this week, so.
Brady, your defense went out on the field twice with Iowa State. Chance to tie in the fourth quarter. Got turnovers both times, 2 interceptions. How pleasing is it to, these guys have had some rough times.
Yeah.
They certainly came through today.
No, it was a breakthrough for them, and hopefully it continues to, lend credibility to what you've been asking them to do. All the work that it takes just to play good, not even play great, to play good. And so it's not what you do occasionally that allows you to be successful. It's what you do consistently. And our guys have, through all of it, have consistently come in and put the work in that it takes. They've strained on the practice field. They've strained off the field in the film room, have put a ton of time in on their own. And I just love to see that, the belief that these guys have continued to show up with through it all. Again, this is Oklahoma. So I'm always mindful of, the experiences maybe that these guys have had, and again, understanding the commitment could be in question if they're not having the kind of success. It's easy if you listen to the noise that, nobody knows what they're doing. What we are asking them to do isn't the right, recipe, the right process. And so to see our guys not flinch and continue to believe, continue to work, and just keep their head down, instead of worrying about success happening or winning happening, they've just been so busy working, okay, that it inevitably happens on its own. When you sign up for something and you're always looking for, well, how am I going to be rewarded? You'll never have a chance to be your best. And our guys have done that consistently. Just not ask for anything, and that's not an easy thing to ask, but our guys have done that. So critical situation again. I think again it goes back to the mindset and the improvement, the things that they've seen on the practice field, what I've seen with my eyes. And these guys just trusting the system, trusting each other, trusting the call, believing in what they're doing and their fundamentals under stress and real critical situations. Those things show up, and certainly far from perfect, and there's a lot to clean up. But again, it was enough to win today.
Brent, you're doing today against this defense, especially the decisions that he had to make. How good of a game did he play mentally in this game?
Again, I give him an A. Knowing the things that he's seeing nonstop from these guys and the discipline, the efficiency that they play with. I mean, I thought he was terrific. And again, he'll want some things back. Jeff will want some things back. But for me, managing it the right way and not forcing things, which can happen when you're used to having a lot of offensive success. I thought that again, the play calling and the execution was terrific from that standpoint.
Coach, when you give up a high point total defensively 4 games in a row, how difficult is it to get the confidence back?
It's not an easy thing. But we have a lot of our guys are smart, and they've got a lot of video evidence. What we've been able to do on the practice field, again, the improvement that they've made. I think that's where you can continue to have confidence and belief in our coaches and our schemes, but we have a lot. Our teach tapes, we got a lot of teach tapes, and they see when we do the little things right, when we trust, when we align, we stance, alignment, assignment, key. We play with the discipline that it takes. We play with the aggression and the assuredness that it takes. Then good things will happen, and good things will happen for those that attack. And that's what we've been. We've been trying to get our guys just pull them through the knothole when it comes to having the attack mindset all the time, trust. And again, today was just another step forward. So I don't know what it is on the Richter scale, and it's hard to put how difficult that is, but it's not an easy thing to do. I get that. But when you're faithful, when you're convicted, when you're confident, when you're consistent in your approach and your demands and how you do what you do, and why you do what you do, these players, have done a great job just continuing to believe in that, in the formula for success. And today was, again, another day where, we're just, again, getting a little bit better.
Brent, the fake field goal, that looked familiar. I think you guys did that in the game against Texas in '99.
Yeah.
Blood shirts at Duncan. Do you remember that play?
Yeah, I can't remember. We didn't have that on a card from '99. It might have been the exact execution, but I don't know. I can't remember from '99.
I was going to say, did that come from you, or who put that in?
Well, our staff, we look at all those things, throughout the week. Jay Nunez kind of oversees everything, and then Bill Bedenbow, was a big part of, making some of those decisions and looking at, the opportunities that are always there. And many weeks there's not opportunities in any of the phases of the kicking game, and then sometimes there potentially could be some opportunities. It still comes, you still got to execute it. And that's where I thought our players did a great job executing, putting a hat on a hat, taking good leverage, selling the kick. There's a lot that goes into that, and I thought our guys did a great job of executing, but a great plan, by Jay and Bill.
Sorry, Coach. One more, Eli, come back.
You had Billy back today in midweek. You were a little unsure. What led to that, and as far as Tyler's night, what today?
So Tyler had a funeral. His uncle passed away, and Billy, again, he's been busting his butt, trying to get himself back. You know, I don't like seeing DBs out there with a big old brace on, but you know, our doctors, you know, cleared him based on how the week went, and can always have a setback, but he's really done a great job in his rehab, and took a look. Really just kind of ran around on his own on Monday, and Tuesday took a little bit of reps, and Wednesday a little bit more, Thursday about the same, and felt great. You know, responded to, you know, 3 or 4 days of, you know, some wear and tear, you know, no swelling and things of that nature. So it's good to have him back, and it'll be good to have him back when he doesn't have the brace on. So,
Thanks, Brent.
okay, all right, appreciate y'all.